Okay, it's 8 p.m. It's Saturday, the 10th of August, 2024. 12 weeks ago tonight, I entered a Thai hospital. 12 weeks between Thailand and Britain in hospital. 12 weeks, 84 days. So it's gone over. It's been painless, and it's been perfect relaxation. But I want to do other things. Cy London, good evening. Hasta la vista, good evening. David Martin, good evening. Nicholas, good evening. Santorini, Eddie, like the porn Tash made. Oh, it's been said before. They often had moustaches, those 70s porn stars, didn't they? Bottle Baby, too long, it sucks. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I didn't predict it, mate. I didn't predict it. Charmaine Margaret, that sounds like that's a grand name. Looking well, my friends. Keep it up. Paul Melwood, Daniel Kelly, Robin Banks, Ty Billy Boy from the Cop, James Rockwell from Michigan, USA. I mean, I've got a question about Americans and outsiders. It's in relation to Elon Musk. I mean, the Elon Musk controversy. Paul F., even Eddie, just purchased your second book off Amazon after really enjoying the first one. Okay, well done. Well done. Mike Richardson, AB, Gordon Wright, Craig Carter, Metacopia, Paul Melwood, Wayne Ritchie, Jason Ritchie. I hope you're okay. Hi Eddie, I hope you're doing well. My sister just bought both of your books and she loves them. I'm working on a third one, but slowly. My mind's not so but thanks for that, Wayne. Toby Price. Okay, so anyway, there's enough people here. I'll stop saying hello to people. I'll say hello to you later. Okay, thanks everyone for coming. I'm in a hospital, and obviously, and the world is falling apart outside. So this is the question. This is the question. This is the question. Yeah, the big question. The big question. It's been a long time since I've done that. How does the outside world see the UK right now? I mean, it must look like it's falling apart here. I mean, it's confusing me what's going on right now. I mean, it's confusing me. I mean, it's looking a bit crazy. I mean, there's riots here. And, people are getting arrested for posting things on social media. I mean, as if freedom of speech was dead already. It's taken a step backwards from being dead. I mean, I thought it was. It's basically Elon Musk has said, is that Britain or is it the Soviet Union? He's caused controversy, and it's kind of looking like the Soviet Union. I mean, freedom of speech. Without that, we got nothing. We're being controlled. Social media. I mean, I'm feeling I'm going to say something out of place, and there's going to be a knock on my hospital door, and the busies are going to be there wanting to handcuff me. You know. My criticism, the UK is falling apart. We have a Labour government. What do you expect? I don't blame Labour, funnily enough. I think it's all governments. I think Starmer, he's got no personality. I mean, but give him a chance. But what he's doing now, I mean, they're all puppets. They're all puppets, aren't they? He's a puppet, and we've had clowns, puppets running our country. But this is it. I mean, it seems like not long ago that the police in this country were accused of institutional racism against ethnic minorities, whereas now the police look like they're racist against white people and they're taking the side of the ethnic minorities. So I want to know what does Americans, Australians, Canadians think of what's happening in Britain like that? Must look bizarre. It looks bizarre to Elon Musk, and that's why he's spoken out against it. Mike and Chag, Rent Boy, Paul Hoskin, UK is great for dogging. Mile High, yeah, it looks from outside the UK that it's imploding. Most concerning is the government wanting to arrest people for retweeting. I mean, as if they haven't got anything better to do. I mean, it's okay. I accept it. Social media, it's new. It's new, and various courts and politicians haven't are slow to tackle it. It's new social media. Arrest people for retweeting. It's the idea of arresting people for written word, but if they're inciting violence, even Rocket Man from North Korea is laughing at us. It's all be priced. Most Thais don't care anything but Thailand. Bottle Baby, mimic US race rights. I don't know. I think the UK's lost the plot. The UK, we're allowing every. I'll tell you something. What I'm thinking of. There was a plot against a Taylor Swift concert in Vienna. A plot similar to what happened in the Ariana Grande concert in Manchester Arena. If that had have gone ahead and killed loads of young people, the way it did some years ago in the Ariana at the Manchester Arena, that would have poured petrol onto the flames of these riots. What you've seen up to now over the last couple of weeks would have been a tea party compared. It's been a lot. If that Ariana Grande concert so Taylor Swift, it's suffered with bloodshed, then it would have fueled those right. It would have poured petrol on those rioters. I mean, because there was some people who were arrested for Facebook posts last time. I remember one guy, I'm appearing on Facebook, threatening, perpetrators, and absolutely, Thai Billy boy, I reckon embarrassing, especially when watching MPs laughing all the way to the bank in Parliament. Buffalo Billy. Leeds. Yes, Starmer is a terrible PM. You ain't seen nothing, yeah. Drag out Soko. I think I've met you, haven't I? When are you getting out there? We want you out there streaming. I'm thinking of buying a new iPhone, funnily enough, for my next streaming adventure. I need to get out of hospital, first of all. Mike Richardson, Elon Musk is spot on. When the police took the knee on the Beyond protest, they lost the country. They lost the plot. They've all lost the plot. They've all lost the plot. Spits energy in Chiang Mai. Don't worry much here. I mean, I wouldn't be concerned if I was still in Thailand. But fate had other things in store for me. Nice to hear from you, Spitz. Think America think we're a laughing stock. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Don't forget, Britain is the country. Some years ago, we put in prison a man for defending his own home. There was a man called, I won't say his name, but his name is well known. He was in a farmhouse, minding his own business, relaxing at home one evening, not a threat to anybody. And a couple of burglars broke into his farmhouse, and he responded with a shotgun. He shot at the two of them. One of them died. He was there, and he was put in prison for that. His intention that night was to have a peaceful night at home. And he ended up killing someone who invaded his house. And he got put in prison for it. He got years in prison. That's Britain for you. Now, I see lots of videos on YouTube of Americans defending their own home or defending their own property and results in the death of the perpetrator. And they get off with it. They get off with it. They don't get put in prison. They put it. The police interview them, and it gets classed as self-defense. But that's the difference between Britain and America. We put people in prison for defending their own homes here. Mark Smith, they're in it for themselves now, Eddie. It's run like a business. Nathan, whatever your name is. The UK police going after Elon Musk. I'd like to see that happen. I'd like to see them fail, to be honest with you, because I think he was right. I think Elon Musk was right. I mean, it is starting to look like the Soviet Union, but but I'm sure that he's got good lawyers. He's got good lawyers. Whereas I haven't got good lawyers, so I better keep my mouth shut. Well, whatever happens in other parts of the free country will surely come to Canada. Gideon, 7, Germany's got a big migrant problem too. It is out of control. I mean, I went to Germany. I went to meet. I mean, they were welcoming. Well, Angela Merkel was welcoming, refugees in, and I was surprised to see how many ethnic minorities were there. I think we're lost. I think the world's just shoveling shit against the tide. They're having too many wars and problems in the third world, and they're popping out too many kids, and they're all coming across into Europe, expecting us to look after them. Paul Austin, what would the perfume called Elon Musk smell like? It just smell like. Well, Prince Charles has got his own perfume out, hasn't he? It probably smells of plants and King Charles. I have to stop calling him Prince Charles. It's King Charles, isn't it? Now he's got his own fragrance out. It costs about 100 and something quid, or 139 quid, or whatever it is a bottle. That's the King of England. Spitz Energy, wow, you're speaking that is fabulous. Well, okay, thank you for that, Spitz. Thank you for that. Justine Webb, Canada, Australia, the US, now all police states now. We're sleepwalking right into it. If you complain, you're a Nazi and cancelled. Smell the coffee. Common sense is so common these days. I mean, if we've lost freedom of speech, we've lost everything. And the police, do you really think the police, disagree with the protesters? I think they're all singing from I think they're just following orders, the police. I think it's me 007. Did you have a YouTube channel called Steady Eddie Music Box? Because everyone in the comments thinks it's you. Yeah, I have a channel, a little channel called Steady Eddie Music Box. So that's my third channel, and it's the only one that isn't monetized. Rick Lanigan. Elon is a. I don't think he is, mate. I think he's more intelligent than all of us combined. He seems to me like Elon Musk. I mean, he seems to me like a Bond villain. That's the way he seems to me. You think of a Bond villain, Christopher Walken, take over the world sort of thing. That's Elon Musk. Bottle Baby, Iraqi Swiftie fans, way of showing their love. Taylor Swift, baffles me. I mean, she's a lovely girl. She's probably a good entertainer. But I find the figures actually staggering. Billionaire, £1 billion tour, £1 billion earnings on the tour, filling stadiums everywhere, and apparently she sold millions of best-selling albums. I can name just one Taylor Swift song, and that's that nauseating "Shake It Off, Shake It Off." That's the only Taylor Swift song that I can name. Now, I can name a number of songs by more talented people like Alicia Keys or Rihanna or other singers, popular singers. But I can only name one song by Taylor Swift. So I don't know. Eastern man, putting British people in prison. Nice to hear from you. Putting British people in prisons as a deterrent to others. Entering the UK illegally is a crime, but they get a hotel, full board, and spend the money to act as a maid to beg others. Tony Martin, yeah, that was him. I think I was maddened as other people were, and I'm sure Americans must have looked at that case and thought it's bizarre that man's being put in prison. Whatever it's come out about him. Fact is, he was in his own home, not a threat to anyone that night that happened. Steve, why would Britons think Americans see you as a laughingstock? We've got enough problems of our own that we could be laughed at as well. Well, as of Sharik, my Eddie, my brother, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. Some of these nurses in this hospital watch me on. Know that I'm doing YouTube. They've seen me on YouTube. I had a nurse in today. It was one of really helpful nurse. But I told her about my diagnosis, cancer. Um, I told her I've got, and to think of words of encouragement. She forgot the bit about words of encouragement. She said, "Oh well, um, just enjoy your time while you've got it." All the words of encouragement. Robert, I can't blame the police. They had told you what to do by the spin politicians. I was just following orders. Didn't the ends used to say that, it begins with N and ends in Nazi. Didn't they used to say that when they were rounded up? I remember that. I see lots of videos where American shopkeepers and homeowners shoot dead the intruders or shoot or seriously wound, and then they don't get put in prison. They get off with it, and quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. I mean, they've got a right to defend. I mean, here we put the likes of that, and we put decent people who's defending their own home in prison. Eastern man. Eastern man. I remember a series on Strangeways in the 1980s. Guy was ordered out on strike. Then the company locked him out, and he was in Strangeways for not paying his taxes. Did he still put? We put people in prison for not paying the TV license. I seen an advert the other day for that. I mean, it's bizarre. I mean, he watches the BBC. Did he crap at BBC? I don't watch the BBC. Matthew Navarra, what's the best airline you've flown to Thailand, please? Well, it's the best airline is EVA. That's the best airline I've flown to Thailand, and it's also the airline that refused me birth because I was in a wheelchair. Paul Hoskin, lots of Karens out there. Medic Barhat, hi Eddie, medic from the US, wishing you a speedy recovery. Okay, thank you. Rick Lanigan, I think both UK and US have a police and a judicial problem. Britain said, I can only speak for Britain, but Britain I know has got a problem. I was stopped by the busies a couple of years ago in my car because somebody accused me, some headbangers crashed their car against a wall, and I stopped because there was passengers near, there was innocent bystanders nearby. I stopped, to see what happened, and then they accused me of having something, of doing it. They were trying it on, these headbangers, and the busies stopped me and and interviewed me. I mean, it came to nothing because there was a camera that appeared out of nowhere. Somewhere along the line to show that the young guys had crashed their car, because they were a bunch of headbangers against a wall. It was nothing to do with me, but the busies, and they were. I mean, they were not very pleasant. I've had limited experience with the busies, but my very, very draconian. I mean, I live in Devon. They don't seem to like my accent here. So, Sophie plays, a refugee should be someone seeking refuge, not seeking benefits. Well, they're all seeking benefits. Yeah, they're economic refugees, and some of them come here for all the wrong reasons. To plan, to create mayhem. Robin Abbott, Sweden is worse now, and it's the bomb and murder capital of Europe. Let me just say that I mean, I'm not against foreign people. I mean, half of the nurses here are foreign, and they do a good job. And anyone who we need immigration in Britain. No problem with that. But when you get people who you don't know who they are coming on dinghies, that's where the danger is. And the way we it's definitely two-tier. Cy London, thinking of visit LA, would you recommend it? Look at my videos. I like Van Vieng personally. Anyone who thinks the world is imploding doesn't know its history. Well, was bubonic plague. So quit whining and carry on. William, I want to see who was let out after serving only 40% of the sentence. Paul Hoskin, Elon would make a great villain in a Bond movie. I think I said that. I said something like that. Nicholas Ross, we can't say that about it. Rusty Craig, Eddie, what kind of music do you enjoy? I used to like, I mean, the music that has stood the test of time is Motown. I like it. I like classic Motown, and I like classic rock, even though I don't play that. Classic rock, and I like songs from the 80s and. Nicholas Ross, what's the special units of riot cops will be wearing? Next, the special units of riot cops will be wearing brown shirts with a black S on an armband. Is this Richard Stockdale? Is it Tash staying, Eduardo? For now. I'm kind of getting used to it now. Richard Lanigan, it's difficult for the Americans to comment. Not knowing UK law. Well, it comes down to you either like the look of something. I mean, I'm sure, like, the rest of the world is laughing at the UK right now. I mean, the way that we're handling this situation, these riots going off, and we've got our hands tied with political correctness, and our Prime Minister, and the police, our Prime Minister is showing us two colours by. I mean, don't forget, this was all started because of a knife murder in Southport the other week. I mean, it was. I'm amazed that we didn't get this after the Ariana Grande concert, and it's a complicated issue. Spitz Energy, you are making tonight, Ed. John Mitch, hello Eddie. Sorry to bang on. Have you looked into proton beam therapy? Have you discussed it? It was disgusting. I've had limited words with them, but I have mentioned, is it proton therapy? I haven't used the word beam, but you get what you're given here. I mean, I'm booked for radiotherapy in a couple of weeks' time. They haven't set a date, and I've had the mask. I've had the mask, molded, ready for it. It looks like that guy out of Friday the 13th. But proton beam therapy, I'm not so sure that. I mean, I've said proton. Is it proton? I have asked the people, but I haven't been given the details yet. So, but if that costs if that costs money, I'll take the national health version of it, because there's so many alternatives out there that I just don't know where to start. Pink Rose, thank you. Draghi Sokol. What's the first thing you're going to do when you're going to leave the hospital, Eddie? Well, it depends on how I can move. I mean, I can. I can get out of bed now. I've got the commode over there. You know, that's a comfortable chair. I don't need a bed bath anymore. I can get out of bed and stand up and do that myself, and use the commode, and then there's a sink over there to my right. I can walk around with the frame. I went to the gym yesterday, and I used a walking stick, to get back for the first time with somebody supervising me, of course. And remember, these people watch me on YouTube, so I better be careful what I say about certain. But I don't know. I mean, leave hospital. I don't know when I'm going to leave. I don't know. I've been here 12 weeks now. All this woke crazy, the sport being ruined. Is it a man? Pete, this is it. It just occurred to me today. Like, this bloke looks like a bloke who's won the female, and when he punched that girl in the ring, I'm talking about the boxing ring. Now, she's been training for years to face a female opponent, and she gets punched by something that looks like a man in the ring. So she gave up, and I think there was another female boxer who said she's refusing to fight a man. I mean, what I'd like to know, this only occurred to me later. What did the feminists have to say about this? I haven't heard, feminists who want equality. I mean, feminists, what did they have to say about this? Did you hear any feminists, voicing opinions about a man is physically stronger than a woman? They shouldn't be in the ring together. Did you hear any feminists? Because I didn't. Feminists, certain goody two shoes TVs, sports presenters voice their opinion when it suits them, and yet when it's too iffy, they keep their mouths shut. I would expect it. What do feminists think of that Olympic boxing scandal? I'd like to know. I'd like to hear. I didn't hear from one feminist who said, this is an example. Women shouldn't be treated like that. Well, they were there before your eyes in the boxing ring, endorsed by the Olympic Committee. The whole bloody world's gone mad. I was disgusted about that, by the way. I mean, that was a man, competing in a woman's in a woman's boxing. Jesus. Paul Hoskin, I love Thailand for the fanny. I don't blame you. Brian Hudson, England is not broken. It's still paying its bills. And the UK does have a problem, and it's called stagflation. John McKay, I from Glasgow Ed. Okay. Legan 5599. Hi Eddie, great to catch your live stream. I've watched your reruns. I can't think of one Taylor Swift song. I can. The same bloody irritating one. Amazing how many magazine covers she's on every week here in the US. She has nice legs. Well, she's a nice bird, and like somebody said, like she's clean. She's clean. I don't know what that means. She has no scandals about her. She's a good role model. Okay, well, that's good. But I mean, I heard all these staggering figures about her. She's had, multi-platinum selling albums, and I can name one song, one bloody song, and it's crap. Spitz Energy, you are making me giggle tonight. Brain function 100%. Okay, thank you. Christopher King, Chris and Kitty. Kitty watching from West Derby, Liverpool. Okay. You notice the Scousers when yeah, Scousers were the first ones, weren't they, to be given lengthy prison sentences. Paul Hoskin, those bar girls won't reduce the prices even if the bar is empty. Seems that way. That's the case in non-pen. They put the prices up. The less customers are there, the more they put the prices up. David Rose, how much would you pay for a cold beer, right? You're looking good. It depends where I am. Jake Holt, the riots just seem to be happening in the media. I've been out and about everywhere. It just seems like they want to bring more laws in for censorship. Eastern man, I remember when we called coppers scuffers in Liverpool. That came from flat-footed people tending to scuff their souls. That's before my time, mate. I don't remember that. We call them busies when my generation. Two-tier care has to go. I keep him well from Ireland, heading to Wahin in March. Okay. Wahin's a nice place. Brian McKellen, Eddie, have you got a squeaky door to your room? Oh, no. I've got one that they can't close. I've got, the nurses come in, take a blood pressure, and then they don't shut the door properly, and they leave the door open. Eastern man, exchange rates are going down in Thailand. I bought some Thai baht, when it was like 46.5 to a pound, and now it's like 45 to a pound. So the Thai baht's getting strong again. PCMT. Good today. You can walk again. I'll be typing soon. Yeah. With this right hand. This was. I reckon I'll be typing soon. Using it. But for now, I'm just solid 2-finger, one hand typing. Nelson, is it? This is worth watching. You greed in the pharmaceutical industry. Sounds like a wonderful, delightful subject. I know. I think I will. I've seen things like that before. So Kenny, wishing you all the best, Eddie. Not too worried because people like you always pull through. Cheers from us. Okay. Justino Webb. Apparently that boxer had a 6-inch clitoris dangling down over his bag. Oh. Ricardo, what's that pink shirt and moustache? You wouldn't look out of place at a nightclub at all. Compton doing sales to Gloria Gaynor records. One of the male nurses commented, you shouldn't have a pink shirt. Well, he put it on me. That's what I'm given. So I think feminism started to ruin the traditional family values a long time ago. All those female boxers look like blokes. Yeah, Michael Phelps was a freak of nature too. Michael Phelps. He's the swimmer, wasn't he? Yeah. So with Paul Hoskins, those female divers in the Olympics are gorgeous. Rusty Craig, hello. Yeah, so some personal comments there against athletes. I'm not going to repeat those. Darren Daly, have you had the latest CT scan results? No, apparently that was a CT scan, but it was more like to try the Jason Friday the 13th mask. So, if there was anything bad, they would have let me know. Scott, Eddie, you were looking very strong and steady. I need a little bit of weights with I can move my arms, but to build strength in the right arm. Nice to hear from you, Scott. Before you go to Thailand permanently, can you do a video showing us where you did all your live streams from your setup? Well, I'm doing it right. I'm in bed right now, so I'm doing it from here. Gibber and Wreck. Ed, would you be happy driving a mobility scooter down Soy 6? Yeah. I've never. Do they have? I've never noticed. Do they have mobility scooters there? But I've never been on a mobility scooter. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Matthew Navarra. Richest Rich, when are you going to be in Pattaya? I'll have a pint with you. New Year, probably. Yeah. Hopefully, I might. I'm not making any plans. Nothing. I've explained that in a video yesterday. I can't make solid plans like I used to. Robin Abbott, good to see you doing better. Enjoy your pot noodle later. Okay. I'm spoiled for choice. I've got Amazon, Netflix. Last night I watched 1979. Nosferatu with Klaus Kinski in it, and he was a great actor, but probably not a very nice man from what I hear, what I've read about him, and but he was a perfect vampire, and but I still think the best vampire movie ever was a lesser known one, which he made 10 years later than that, and that was a wonderful movie called Vampires in Venice, where he played Nosferatu, and it had lots of lovely women in it, Italian women in it as well. Vampires in Venice. I can't see. I've seen that many times. I used to have a copy of that. Yeah, come on, folks. 200 in the stream. Let's give Eddie a like. Okay. Sonny, try using small water. Have you had a takeaway in a hospital, Ed? No. I eat well. I eat enough food in here. Okay, so we've exhausted that one there. We've exhausted that one. Richard Stockdale, have you spoke to Nick Dean recently yet? Yeah, I've spoken to him on Facebook, on Messenger. He's doing all right. It'd be good to see Nick again. Every time I watch a video, at Pattaya, Nick's or Nick's especially, I want to be out there. I want to be part of that. I want to be, Nick and Martin. A great double act. I watched them all the time. So I'll be gutted if I can't get out there this winter time. Spitz Energy. Spitz, I look, you got loads of gold. You can stay here. Daughter will shave you head. Wife will feed you. You mate. Stay here. Okay. Spitz Energy lives in Chiang Mai. He's good. He's Okay, I have no plans to make it to Chiang Mai, because I've already said, I'm limited. I don't want to go too far from Bangkok Airport, so I'll be no plans to go to Chiang Mai, but depends how I feel. I wouldn't rule anything out. Thanks for the offer anyway. Matthew of Nevada, were you nervous the first time you went to a go-go bar? Yeah, because in Thailand, I assumed that they were a bit of a rip-off, but the go-go bars in Thailand are not the same as what you get in other parts of the world. Other parts of the world, you've got to be really stupid. You've got to be really stupid to get ripped off in Thailand. In other parts of the world, they'll rip you up big time. Eastern Europe, Hamburg, and places like that, they'll rip you up big time. Whereas in Thailand, I've come across some great go-go bars, which don't rip you off. So if you do get ripped off in a Thai go-go bar, it's your own fault. Paul, Philippines. No, didn't see that. Michael Gianais is here. Hello. Thai Billy Boy, would you be able to get insurance, Eddie, when you next travel? Probably not. Probably won't need it. Probably die before they pay out. Michael Gianais, interested in the Olympics. Are you enjoying them? I haven't watched the Olympics. I haven't watched it. Two things. It was one thing that killed the Olympics for me. Or should I say two things before? The Olympics, you tend to think of the track and field stuff, but that's gone out to Swanee River now because of various drug scandals. I don't believe anyone who runs Miracle Times anymore. And the other thing, the Olympics is, for the most part, it's more obscure little sport that you're not interested in. But now that scandal with the boxing, having a man winning the boxing, the female boxing, is like, that's too much. I don't take the Olympics seriously anymore. Lisa Dare was banned from female sport for having a high sperm count. Oh, Lisa Dare will knock out any of those. I'm sure she will. What's your favorite football? Jackie said, "What's your favorite football team, Eddie?" I don't have time for football, but it would be Liverpool. It would be Liverpool. Will PP, morning, Getty from Silver Lake, Pattaya. Okay. Popcorn. Good evening, Ed. You look like Hugh Hefner in those pink cells. Great to see you, your improvements every day. Take care, mate. Yeah, okay, nice to hear from you, Popcorn. I once seen an interview with Hugh Hefner with Jonathan Ross, and Jonathan Ross was up his daddy hole. And Jonathan Ross asked him a question. How many liaisons, how many shags basically have you had? With the and Hugh Hefner, said about 1,000, and Jonathan Ross, had a menable number. But I thought Jonathan Ross bottled out of it. He should have asked it, but Hugh Hefner, have you had 1,000 because of your good looks and your charm, or is it for other reasons? He bottled out of it. How have you had 1,000? Because he wasn't that good looking. So how's he had 1,000? Women. For once, that's what I would have asked you have. Don't forget. If there's two people whose life I would like to live over, one of them is Hugh Hefner, and the other is Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart's now 77. He's still. I see videos of him, on Facebook, and he's outlived all of those sad people who who died, at 27. He's probably seen them all. They're all long gone, and Rod Stewart is still living a good life. He used to be envied. Simon Marks. Okay. Treetown. Ed, would you still go to town where this winter if you had a wheelchair? I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Richie is rich. He told you yet when you can leave hospital? No. They don't seem to be in any hurry to get me out of here. I'm sure I'm taking up a bed that people need more than I do. Guest Travels 4K. He's got a great channel. He's got a great channel, as you know. A great walk around videos. Good evening, Eddie. Finally caught you live. You're looking better, mate. Keep it the good energy flow. You're going to be living your life back in Asia. Okay. Let's see. Dickie Bay. Eddie, are you flying business class next time? Depends how what the cost is, and how mobile I am. Bilbo Kelso. No, they don't ask about that. They do watch me. Some of them do watch me on YouTube. Lisa Dale, you can all stop talking about me now. I'm here. Oh, good God Almighty! Look at the elephant dragged in. Oh, that's it. That's it. I've been on for it's going to. I hate these light nights. I hate them. I like dark nights. I mean, because I can't watch a movie. I'm gonna end this stream now and watch a movie and have a pot noodle and toast and Co-op diet ginger beer, diet ginger ale. I'm gonna have that. Yeah, or whatever. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great Saturday night. I'm going to end this now anyway because it's gone dark. So I've got Netflix and Netflix and Amazon and other things. I can get access to ITV and Channel 4. So there's tons of movies for me to watch. But 12 weeks in hospital now, and the outside world's going crazy. I mean, I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I wouldn't have joined those riots, and I don't know. The country's falling apart, and I'm falling apart. So anyway, good night, everyone. Have a good Saturday night. I'll be back soon. Anyway, and okay, I'm going to watch a movie. So good night, everyone.